Director Mr. Kumar will tell about the routes and plans and all. Afterwards, Mr. Ram Charan will give about the airline and airline what.
అందరికి నమస్కారం. సో ఒక 1.5 year ఈ జర్నీ మాది 1.5 years బ్యాక్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది. చాలా మంది అడుగుతా ఉన్నారు ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది ఏంటని. బేసిక్ గా మీకు తెలిసింది పర్మిషన్స్ ఇవన్నీ రావడానికి కొంచెం టైం పట్టింది. అండ్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఇన్ 2014. బై దిస్ ఇయర్ వి కంప్లీట్లీ గాట్ ఆల్ ద పర్మిషన్స్. అది ఎయిర్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్ అన్ని రెడీ అవడానికి అన్ని కొంచెం టైం పట్టింది. సో ఆయన చెప్పినట్టు ఈ మంత్ యూఆర్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఫుల్ ఆపరేషన్స్. నాకు ఉమేష్ గారు ఎప్పటి నుంచో తెలుసు. అండ్ ఆయన ప్రైవేట్ ఎయిర్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఈ సర్వీస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్స్ టు స్టార్ట్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్. అండ్ ఆయన టర్బో అని ఈ కంపెనీతో ఆయన నడిపేవారండి. అండ్ నౌ with Prem Kumar Garu and Umesh Garu coming together, it's called Merger Turbo Mega Airways E. Samasthinda, we are operating this airline, and of course, we under this Trujet ane peru we all selected. I think we are true to our service, and I'm very happy that they've offered me to be part of this lovely venture. And as a brand ambassador and as one of the directors, I hope I'll make some difference to this company. And the main points, okay, airline lo manam kuchinappudu manaki em kavali? Basic, it's the comfort, good timing, good service, hospitality, and great food. అండ్ ఖచ్చితంగా మా ఎయిర్వేస్ లో ఇవన్నీ మీకు తక్కువ కాకుండా మిగతా ఎయిర్లైన్స్ కి తక్కువ కాకుండా at par with any big airlines you'll have. And the best part is this is coming at a very low cost price. So low cost airlines with the best quality service. We are trying to concentrate on that. And as for the incentives, elderly people or senior citizens, we are giving about 10% discount on the basic fare. Anybody who's above 65 years of age, my board have decided to give 10% discount. I think that's very good, especially in Pushkaral season, religious places ki velle valle kuwa elderly people untaru kabatti valki this will be a very good service which they can use. Next, because I am from the film industry, so my film industry ki edana chestunara ani adiganu, and in a very small way they have actually catered to this issue. 10% basic fare for any member of South Indian film industry we can get, and also of course Ma Movie Artists Association of Hyderabad. Anybody who travels, they also get a good incentive, 10%. And to support students traveling to various colleges and the main educational institutes, every aircraft, every flight that travels, 10 seats we are allotting only for students. So, of course, the students and also the discount is also there. I haven't got the exact percentage. Anybody who's students up to age of 18 will get a discount. So it's a student friendly. It's a senior citizen seat. And a special gesture. Nowhere we've seen this, and airlines and complimentary meals and you either have to buy or it has to be included before itself in your ticket. But we are offering complimentary meals free of cost for everybody who's traveling on this airline. This is the major incentive which I think my board have done it very interestingly. In that chapter too, the other one is never before. This is the first time all passengers we are giving transportation service from a certain destination which we will select in the cities, and they'll be picked up while Nekkichkuni. We are taking them all the way to the airport. We'll drop them. There's an airport pick up and drop.
Suppose, for example, for Tirupati, we're taking the passengers, accepting the passengers from Nellore and Chittoor, the district headquarters. We are just providing free transportation. That means there's no airports in Nellore district. Because of that, we are just taking the passengers, accepting. Similar way in Bangalore, from Manipal, we are providing a free transportation for the passengers, students or anybody else. And Shirdi, we don't have the airport readily available now. Because of that, Aurangabad, we are taking the passengers to Aurangabad. From there, we are taking a free transportation to taking passengers to Shirdi and getting back again to Aurangabad.
So I think this is one of the first services by a domestic
This is the first time
airline, and I hope this is very successful and it makes a difference for passengers who are traveling. So this is the basic thing, Ali. Nothing more. Rest, I think the airline and the service should speak, and I'm very happy. I need all your wishes and me support. Thank you.
Ram Charan sir, first let me congratulate you for this. I wanted to know, you giving so much of discounts to every sector. What about the media journalists? Media sector. No discounts for them?
I think it's a fantastic question. And of course, media support, every company and every venture should have. And I actually, right now I'll ask Umesh Garu and Prem Garu, what is it, your ma media ever work with?
We want discounts.
We will also allow the same 10% discount for the...
It's a special announcement for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And sir, how you're getting involved with this, for this project personally? What will be your personal involvement?
See, like you all know, I have zero knowledge about business. Artist I have enough knowledge. That's why I have these two great entrepreneurs who are supporting this whole venture. They've just invited me mostly because I have certain brand value which I will add to the company. And I'm very happy that they also offered me to be part of the board. But mostly this branding of this airline is where I will come into the picture.
Sir, here, could you give some idea about what kind of investments have gone into the venture? How many aircraft do you currently have? And what is your plan in terms of number of aircraft acquisition, or what is the model? And how are you funding the venture?
Sir, what is the amount of investment that we can't disclose as of now? We will give the details in the coming days as and when this thing comes up. But we are planning to add 5 aircrafts to our fleet in the coming 1 year. 1.5 year. That is our plan. And we'll intimate you as and when we add the new aircrafts. We are starting with 2 aircrafts. We'll add third one somewhere around September, and fourth one after that.
At a time when the entire aviation industry is bleeding, how do you plan to run the operation successfully with all these freebies and all? That's precisely the reason why most of the airlines have dropped all the freebies, right? How do you plan to do this?
Actually, this airline industry is bleeding, this thing, but not depends on the all the airlines. But some airlines are bleeding because of this management problems and management planning problems and all. But we are very well planned, and we are actually, because of that, we are just chosen this aircraft also. With this aircraft, all over the world, nobody has been so far not in getting losses because of the airline operation. The operation cost is very reasonable in this aircraft, because that definitely we have a confidence that we will get it break even fastly.
When do you expect the break even? And then why don't you give us some broad idea of the investments as to how much would you require for acquiring 5 or 10 in the short to medium run? Of course, nobody can predict the long-term vision of any airlines industry, but at least the short to medium kind of thing.
Generally, for the 5 aircrafts to operate it in about a span of 1 year or 1.5 years, minimum of $20 to $25 million US dollars is required. But so far we are not invested that much, but we will be going to. But depends on the starting of the operations, how encouragingly it is there. We will be going to get more aircrafts also in more region. We are trying to go for other region also. We are planning to go.
Would you be confining to the overall equity holding to these 3-4 partners only, or would you?
That we don't want it to disclose at this moment. We are just still into this.
Would this venture remain with these partners, existing partners?
At present, we don't have anybody equity holder. We are just self-sufficient.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you please repeat your question?
Would the current equity structure remain with these 3-4 partners only, or would you?
No. There are other partners as well, sir. There are other partners as well, sir. Not within these 3-4 people.
Okay, you wouldn't like to disclose.
Actually, sir, there is a quite big list.
Oh, okay.
But I can confirm that the investment as of now in the company is pure equity investment. We are not planning any debt for the coming 1 year for our operations. I think that answers the question.
Yeah, how about this $20 to $25 million which you are looking at?
Pardon me, sir?
How about this 20 to 25 million which you are talking about? Am I not audible?
We'll be purely raising it via equity investment, sir.
Once again, okay.
Yes.
And what is the mode of handling these aircraft? How are these aircraft, are they leased? What is the mode we are looking at for the first two which you already have in place and the next 5?
We are actually taking a dry lease from the Irish company, and all the 3 aircraft so far we have signed, and 3 aircrafts are all dry lease aircrafts. And the coming aircraft we are planning whether to go for the lease or lease to purchase. That will be going to be set in later stage.
Are you also looking at bigger flights, or this will be the normal size?
Yeah. Once if it is start with this operation, depends on the requirement, depends on the operational the requirement, we may go to the bigger aircrafts.
Air traffic ento istunnarandi enta mandi per year travel chestarani expect chestu meeru Viranganlo digaru.
And you are talking about the
Ram Charan Tej garni adugutunnaru. Enta mandi air traffic enta expect chestunnaru, enta mandi travel chestarani expectations తో Viranganlo digaru. అట్లాగే గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి ఇటు స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి కానీ సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి కానీ మీరు ఏమైనా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు డెవలప్మెంట్ కోసం కానీ మీరు అభివృద్ధి కోసం?
Umesh Garu will answer this question better once.
గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి
we want తెలుగు బైక్స్
మనకి గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి మేమేం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయట్లేదండి. బికాస్ ఇప్పుడు మాకు స్పెషల్గా ఏదైనా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ చేసినా కానీ మిగతా ఎయిర్లైన్స్ విల్ అబ్జెక్ట్. బికాస్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి మేమేం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయట్లేదు. ఆల్రెడీ ఆంధ్ర గవర్నమెంట్ హ్యాస్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ ద సేల్స్ ట్యాక్స్ ఆన్ ద ఫ్యూయల్ ఫర్ 1%. because more or less that is more than enough, and the fuel prices and all it is there. And we are expecting within 4 to 5 months we will be reaching around the 75% of our load factor. We have to see the coming from October only we will be able to tell how we are, whether when we are going to break even, and all the details we will be able to give another press meet on the month of October.
Sir, your release mentions about setting up MRO. What is, by when do you see yourself setting up? How much investments are likely there? But why would you be setting up an MRO when there are already some MROs in the place?
No, we are not setting up aircraft MRO. The MROs are different actually. It's a component MRO is a different, and aircraft MROs are different actually. That we are going for a component MRO. Component MRO means the aircraft components to be get it overall. That we are going to start in a very short time, but not for the aircraft. We have a tie-up with the GMR MRO, because that we are not going on our own MRO facility for the aircraft. But some components required from the timeline, aircraft components are required. Those things we are planning to do.
Sir, in the current context, sir, given the, you have already initiated the project, if you can give some idea about the investment, some ballpark number as to how much you have so far invested. You've given some idea about the future plans, 20 to 25 million. What is the current investment you have made for the project?
Sir, the investment is in this project is quite dynamic in nature. I mean, day-to-day costs, day-to-day runnings, on top of it, other aspects of wet leasing the aircraft, the deposits, the fluctuation in currency, all these things define investment. So, putting a figure on it will be a bit difficult.
So far, what you've invested, you can say. We do understand dynamism of aviation industry.
That, as I told you, sir, once our entire investment is complete, once we have all the aircrafts in kitty, all 5 aircrafts, then we'll be able to put a figure on it.
So how much have you set out for that 5 aircraft total?
Sir, we have set out the funds, enough funds we have set out, sir. Around, we can say around 500 crores we have set out for all the 5 aircraft.
That is the figure I was looking for.
All 5 aircraft, 500 crores, sir.
Okay, thank you.
When do you expect the break even, you said, sir, Mr. Umesh?
What is it?
When do you expect the break even, you said?
Break even, we are expecting actually around next 3 to 4 months. We are coming into the.
Are you sure about 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, with this 3 aircraft, we will be able to.
Have you ever seen any Indian airline player achieving this in 3-4 months?
I'm sorry, I think you understood the question wrongly, sir.
Okay.
By break even, we mean we don't need any further equity investment to run our day-to-day operations after 3 to 4 months. Break even we are expecting in at least 3 to 3.5 years time.
That's what I want.
Yes.
Thanks.
The aircraft components that you mentioned that you could be taking up at the MRO facility, is it for captive purpose or you'll be doing it for other airlines? And how much investment will go into the MRO unit?
That is not only with the capital requirements, we will be going to do for the other airlines also.
Who are actually finding the going tough. Have you done some analysis as to demand and expectations on the market?
Yeah.
What is that they're looking for in this area?
Yeah, we actually in southern part of India, the component MROs are not even single company was not there because the Hyderabad is now up to all the airlines and there is a lot of requirement. There all the airlines are taking it to all the component and MRO components to the Bombay and Delhi. There's almost 24 aircrafts are now night parked here in Shamshabad, Hyderabad actually. Those things, suppose for example the wheel and brake shop is required for every 120 landings and the brake assembly has to do the reconditioning and as well as the tires replacement will be required. Those things that all the airlines now taking it to Bombay and Delhi actually. Those things, such things as this avionics components also required to calibrate it every 4 months to 5 months, depends on the hours of the flying of the aircraft actually. Because those things we are planning to set up here and as well as our own usage, we wanted to do the cater for the other airlines also.
I was actually asking about the passenger, do you have any analysis of the passenger demand in this area?
Yes, sir. We have done this analysis, and it's a continuous process in the airline industry to do research and analysis for the passenger traffic. I'll give you a small data, sir. In the month of April and May, the data what we have says that compared to the last fiscal and this fiscal, there is an increase of almost 30% growth in the last quarter which ended in June. And over and above that, sir, there is if you see the trend of last 10 years, the growth in the airline industry is almost double that of GDP. So these are the data we have seen, and owing to that we are coming into this sector, sir.
Sir, ఈ క్వశ్చన్ రామ్ చరణ్ గారు కండి. రామ్ చరణ్ గారు ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో మీరు చాలా బిజీగా ఉన్నారు. దీంట్లోకి ఏవియేషన్ ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి మీరు అడుగుపెట్టడానికి కారణం ఏంటి? ఏ కారణాలు మిమ్మల్ని ప్రోత్సహించాయి?
Like I said, Randy, it is just an interest which Prem Kumar Garu and Umesh Garu have, and they know this industry very well. I don't have to put my brains into this. నా పని నేను ఎప్పుడు చేసుకుంటూనే ఉంటాను. దేంట్లో ఎక్కువ నా టైం కేటాయించాల్సిన అవసరం నాకు లేదు. సో ఇలాంటి బిజినెస్లోనే నేను ఏదైనా పర్సనలీ ఐ లైక్ ఎయిర్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఆర్ కార్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్. సో ఇలాంటి వాటిలో ఏదైనా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే ఐ get into it, where I don't have any involvement into it, where I can peacefully work in my films.
Mr. Prem, can you please repeat that last line about the airline vis-a-vis the GDP?
Sir,
Last 10 years, you said.
last 10 years, sir, what data we have seen is that the growth in the airline industry has been almost double that of GDP, sir.
And where is this coming up? Is it in Shamshabad?
Sir?
The component MRO which you are proposing to have.
Sir.
Is it coming up in Shamshabad or in...
Yes, sir, in Shamshabad only, sir. Around 20 crores investment is expected in that MRO, sir.
So when is that expected to be operational, sir?
Sir, we have applied for concerned approvals and permissions, and it is in process as of now.
Typically by the end of the year?
We can't put a figure on that, sir, as of now. But yes, we are expecting it by the end of the year, sir. We'll be starting it in phases, sir. There are 3-4 phases in that. Some phase we'll keep operationalized by the end of the year, sir. Fare is 1499 rupees, sir. And I am happy to tell you that our our websites and other booking engines have gone live a few minutes back. We have already, I think, in the last 1 hour, we have booked almost 34 tickets to what is the latest update I have, sir.
Hello. Right now, what is the crew strength, and out of that, how many pilots are recruited right now?
Sir, the average figure for individual aircraft is around 100 people, sir. We have recruited everybody that is required for the aircraft. Reason being, DGCA will not give you permission unless all manpower, all statutory compliances are in place, sir.
Coming to the passenger numbers, by end of 1 year, how many passengers do you think would have chosen Trujet? Any estimations on that?
So that's a very broad question, quite speculative in nature, sir. But I would say we are expecting a load factor of somewhere around 70 to 80%. If you know,
see, there are many subjects వింటున్నారు. ఎవరు ఏంటి అనేది త్వరలో చెప్తాం.